Hello, and welcome back to Start Speaking English. If you're listening today, slow down for a moment. This is not a lesson to rush through.
That's right. This episode is more like sitting at a table, having a long coffee, and just talking.
Talking the way English really sounds in daily life. No textbook sentences, no repeat after me pressure.
Just real communication. The kind of English you hear when people are relaxed, when they're not trying to impress anyone.
And if you're an adult learner, especially after 40, this kind of English matters even more.
Because at this stage of life, you don't want to sound perfect. You want to sound natural. You want to sound like yourself.
So today, we're not teaching rules. We're letting you hear the language.
And if you don't understand every word, that's okay. That's actually part of real listening.
Before we continue, just a small reminder. If this kind of calm, real English helps you, like the video and subscribe to the channel.
It helps us keep creating longer conversations like this one.
Why textbook English feels wrong. Peter, let me ask you something. Why do you think so many people say, I studied English for years, but I still can't understand real conversations?
Because real conversations don't follow lessons. They follow life.
Exactly. Textbooks try to organize language. Life doesn't.
In a book, sentences are clean. In real life, sentences are messy.
People stop, they change direction, they interrupt themselves.
They use silence. They use tone. They use facial expressions.
And most of that is never written in a grammar book.
For example, a textbook might teach, I am not in agreement with your opinion.
But in real life, people say, I don't know, or I'm not sure about that.
Much softer, much more human.
And this is important for adults because adults don't want to sound aggressive or robotic.
They want connection, not correction.
How real English is actually built. Let's talk about how real English works in daily life.
First, English is built on chunks, not full sentences.
Yes, people don't think word by word. They think in small blocks.
Like, I guess so. Kind of. Not really. Sounds good.
These are not full sentences, but they are complete communication.
And native speakers use them all the time.
Another thing is that real English is very emotional.
Not dramatic, but emotional in small ways.
Tone changes meaning more than grammar.
For example, okay can mean yes, maybe, I'm not happy, I don't care, I understand.
All with the same word, real conversation at home. Let's imagine a very normal situation. You come home after a long day.
Textbook English might say, I am feeling tired after my workday.
But real-life English sounds more like, I'm exhausted, or I'm wiped out, or even just, I need a minute.
Short, clear, human.
And when someone asks, how was your day?
You don't give a report. You say, long, or busy, or honestly, not great.
And that's enough. Why adult learners struggle with real English.
Many adult learners think their problem is vocabulary.
But most of the time, the problem is expectation.
They expect themselves to speak perfectly.
But native speakers don't speak perfectly.
They speak comfortably.
Adults often translate in their heads. That slows everything down.
Real English is faster because it skips things.
Words disappear.
Sounds connect.
And that's why listening to long conversations like this helps.
Real conversation with friends. Let's say you meet a friend.
Textbook, how have you been since we last encountered one another?
Real life, hey, have you been?
And the answer is not a long story.
It's usually good, busy, or same old.
And then the conversation grows naturally.
The power of small talk.
Small talk gets a bad reputation.
But small talk is not stupid talk. It's connection talk.
Weather, traffic, coffee, work, these are bridges.
And in English-speaking cultures, these bridges are important.
You don't jump into deep topics immediately.
You warm up.
Real English at work. Work English is another place where textbooks fail.
Yes, because real work English is indirect.
Instead of, you made a mistake,
People say, I think there might be an issue here.
or, let's take another look.
This protects relationships.
And adults understand this instinctively in their own language.
They just need permission to do the same in English.
Why long podcast-style English works.
Short clips teach rules,
Long conversations teach feeling.
and feeling is what makes English stay in your head.
You start recognizing patterns.
You stop translating.
You start thinking in English, slowly, naturally. Pause, reflection. Let's pause for a second.
Peter, if you're listening right now, ask yourself one thing.
Do you want to speak perfect English?
Or do you want to communicate comfortably?
Because those are not the same thing. Mini word tour. Wiped out. Very tired. Same old. Nothing new. Take another look. Check again. Sounds good. Agreement. I guess so. Soft yes. Closing of part 1.
In the next part, we'll go deeper.
We'll listen to how English sounds in relationships, on dates, in emotional moments.
And how adults can speak naturally without forcing anything.
Take a breath. Let the English sit with you.
This is not fast English. This is real English.
You know, Peter, there's another reason adults struggle with real English.
Yeah, fear.
Exactly. Not fear of English itself, fear of sounding wrong.
Adults are very aware of themselves. They've lived long enough to know how they want to be seen.
They don't want to sound childish, they don't want to sound rude, and they definitely don't want to sound stupid.
So what happens? They stay quiet.
Yes, silence feels safer than making a mistake.
But silence doesn't help communication, and it creates this strange situation where people understand English but don't use English.
I've heard so many learners say, I know what I want to say, but I can't say it.
And that's not a vocabulary problem. That's a confidence problem.
How native speakers handle imperfect English. Here's something important. Native speakers don't expect perfection.
Not at all. They expect effort and clarity.
If you say something simple but clear, people understand.
And if you say something a little wrong but friendly, people help you.
They don't stop the conversation and say, "Excuse me, your grammar is incorrect."
They focus on meaning, not form.
This is why real English uses safe, flexible phrases.
Phrases like, I think, I feel like, I'm not sure but.
These phrases protect you.
They give you space to speak without pressure.
Real English is not fast. It's relaxed.
Another myth is that real English is fast.
It can be fast, but it doesn't have to be.
Fast English often comes from nervous speakers, not confident ones.
Confident speakers pause.
They breathe.
They say things like, "Let me think," or "How can I say this?"
And that's normal.
So if you ever feel slow in English, that's okay.
Slow English often means clearer English.
Why listening longer helps your brain. That's why we make these longer conversations.
Because your brain needs time.
Short clips are good for motivation, but long listening is what builds comfort.
Your brain starts to relax.
You stop trying to understand every word.
You start understanding ideas.
And that's how children learn their first language, not by studying rules, by living inside the language.
Small reflection. If you're listening right now, here's a gentle question.
When you speak English, are you trying to be perfect?
Or are you trying to be understood?
Because real communication chooses understanding every time. Peter, I want to ask something honest.
Okay, go ahead.
Who do you feel you are when you speak English?
That's a deep question.
It is, because many adults say, I don't feel like myself in English.
Yes, they feel smaller, quieter, less confident.
And that feeling is not about intelligence.
It's about expression.
In your native language, you can joke.
You can disagree politely.
You can explain feelings.
But in English, suddenly you feel basic.
You know what you want to say,
But you don't know how to say it yet.
so your personality feels trapped.
Exactly. And this can hurt confidence.
Many learners try to fix this by sounding smart.
Big words, long sentences.
Perfect grammar.
But this creates more stress.
Because real English is not about sounding smart.
It's about sounding clear.
Native speakers don't talk like textbooks.
Let's be honest. Native speakers use simple language.
They repeat words.
They pause.
They change direction mid-sentence.
That's normal.
So when learners try to be perfect,
They sound less natural, not more.
long conversations matter so much.
Not short drills.
not fast exercises,
but slow, human conversations.
because they give you time to exist in English,
To feel your rhythm.
to find your voice.
Let's talk more about silence.
Yes, because silence scares adults,
They think silence means failure.
but silence means thinking.
Native speakers pause all the time.
They say things like, well,
Hmm.
let me see,
These sounds are part of English.
using pauses as a tool.
Pauses give you control.
They slow the conversation.
They show you are present.
You don't need to rush.
You're allowed to think.
Real English is not fast.
Calm is confidence.
When you speak calmly,
People trust you.
even with simple words,
Real English after 40 is different.
you're not trying to impress.
You're trying to connect.
You have stories,
Experience.
opinions.
Adults don't need fluency, they need comfort.
Fluency is not the first goal.
Comfort is
Feeling safe speaking.
feeling respected.
Feeling understood enough.
A real story. I remember meeting a man like this.
Tell me.
He spoke very slow English.
But people listened?
Yes, because he spoke with intention,
Not perfect.
but real.
Real English grows slowly.
Daily listening.
Repeating real phrases.
Noticing patterns.
Not forcing speed.
Stop comparing yourself.
Everyone has a different path.
Everyone has a different life.
Everyone has different reasons for learning.
You don't lose your identity.
English doesn't replace who you are.
It adds another layer.
Another way to express yourself.
You are still you.
Feel like myself means feel authentic.
Find your voice means express your personality.
Pause naturally means think without pressure.
Build comfort means feel safe over time.
Speak with intention means speak calmly and clearly.
If English feels heavy right now,
Maybe you're pushing too hard.
maybe you need more space,
Maybe more time.
more real conversations. English is not a race.
It's a relationship.
With yourself.
And with others.
One calm conversation at a time.
Peter, there's another type of conversation we haven't talked about yet.
The uncomfortable ones.
Exactly. Moments when you feel a little awkward.
Like when you don't agree, but you don't want to argue.
Or when you want to say no, but you don't want to hurt anyone.
These moments are very common in adult life.
And Real English has many tools for them. Saying no without being rude.
Textbook English often teaches very direct no's.
But Real English often rarely says a hard no.
Instead of saying, no, I don't want to,
They say, I don't think I can, or I'm not sure that works for me.
this keeps the conversation calm.
And if you need more distance, you can add time.
You say, let me get back to you, or I need to think about it.
These phrases are very powerful in real life.
Real English when you disagree.
Disagreement is another scary area for learners.
Yes, because disagreement feels risky.
Textbook English might say, I disagree with your opinion.
That sounds very strong.
In Real English, people soften it.
They say, I see it a little differently, or I'm not sure I agree.
Notice how gentle that is.
You're not attacking the person, you're just sharing your view.
Real English in social settings.
Let's talk about social situations.
Dinners, small gatherings, meeting new people.
This is where adults often feel pressure.
They worry about what to say.
But real English doesn't require clever sentences.
It requires interest.
Simple questions work best.
Questions like, so, what do you do? Or, how do you know everyone here?
And listening is more important than talking.
Exactly. You don't need to impress.
Why simple English sounds more confident.
Here's something interesting. Simple English often sounds more confident than complex English.
Because confidence comes from clarity.
When you use simple words, people relax.
They don't feel distance.
And adults value that.
A small real-life moment.
I remember a moment like this.
Tell me.
I met someone who spoke very simple English.
Again, not perfect,
Not perfect.
but very calm.
And people listened?
Yes, because he spoke slowly, clearly, and honestly.
That's the goal.
Real English is about trust.
At the end of the day, real English builds trust.
Trust that you are being real,
Not trying to sound smart.
not hiding behind big words.
Just communicating. Extra mini word tour. I don't think I can. Soft no. Let me get back to you. Polite delay. I see it a little differently. Gentle disagreement. That might be tricky. Soft problem. I'm open to it. Flexible yes. All of this shows one thing.
Real English is not about performance,
It's about presence.
and that's why long conversations like this matter.
Real English and who you are. Peter, there's something deeper we haven't said clearly yet.
About language and identity?
Yes.
Because when adults learn English, it's not just about words.
It's about who you feel you are when you speak.
Exactly.
Many learners say, I don't sound like myself in English.
That feeling is very common.
Why adults feel different speaking English?
In your native language, you are funny, calm, confident,
But in English, you suddenly feel smaller.
because your vocabulary is smaller.
And your speed is slower.
So you feel like your personality disappears.
But it doesn't disappear.
It's just waiting for space.
Real English is not a performance.
Many adults think English is a performance.
Like being on stage.
They try to sound correct instead of real.
And that creates tension.
Native speakers don't expect perfection.
They expect honesty and clarity.
Simple sentences said calmly feel trustworthy.
Long conversations build identity.
That's why long conversations matter.
Short exercises don't build identity,
They build knowledge.
but long conversations build comfort.
They give you time to settle into the language.
To feel, okay, this is me in English.
Real English and silence.
Let's talk about silence.
Ah, yes, the scary part.
Many learners think silence means failure.
But silence is normal in real conversations.
Native speakers pause all the time.
They think, they breathe, they choose words.
So when you pause, you're not failing. You're communicating like a real person.
Use silence with simple phrases.
Like, well, let me think. That's a good question.
These phrases buy you time.
And they sound natural.
They tell the other person, I'm here.
Real English after 40.
There's something special about learning English after 40.
Yes, you bring life experience.
You're not learning to show off,
You're learning to connect.
to travel, to talk, to understand.
And real English supports that goal.
Stop chasing fluency and start building trust.
Many learners chase fluency.
But fluency is not the first step.
Trust is.
Trust in yourself.
Trust that you can communicate enough.
Fluency grows from trust.
A real moment. I once met someone who spoke very slow English.
Did people listen?
Yes, because he spoke with intention.
Not fast, not perfect, but real.
That's powerful.
Real English is a daily practice.
Real English doesn't need big effort.
It needs consistency.
Listening a little every day.
Repeating useful phrases.
Noticing how people actually speak.
Gentle Word Tour, Part 3. Sound like myself, feel authentic. Settle into, feel comfortable over time. Buy time, give yourself a pause. Chase fluency, focus too much on speed. Build trust, feel safe communicating.
So if you're listening today,
And you feel tired of studying English,
maybe you don't need more rules,
you need more real conversations,
more time,
more patience with yourself.
soft closing. English is not something you perform,
It's something you live,
little by little.
one real conversation at a time.